the economy, with the Reserve Bank of India announcing another rate hike today in order to tame inflation. A key lending rate was hiked by the RBI from 4.4 to 4.9%, which means that EMIs are expected to get more expensive for many of us. This is the RBI's highest lending rate hike since February of 2020. The RBI has also warned all of us that you can expect inflation to be quite high, at least until the end of the year.
Your loan EMIs are likely to rise, while inflation will continue to hurt till December at least, as the Reserve Bank raised both its interest rate and its inflation forecast. RBI raised its key lending rate by 50 basis points, taking it up to its highest level since February 2020.
Based on an assessment of the macroeconomic situation and the outlook, the MPC voted unanimously to increase the policy repo rate by 50 basis points to 4.90% with immediate effect.
The policy has been a bit more aggressive than what we had expected, but given the fact that the inflationary forecast of the RBI has become a bit more severe for the first 3 quarters, I think now we could expect another 50 to 75 basis points increase in the repo rate.
Interest rate hikes make getting a loan more expensive. The rate at which commercial banks can get money from the central bank has now increased, and banks pass on this hike to us consumers. For example, on 1st of May, before the 2 hikes announced by the RBI, you had to pay a 37,722 rupee EMI on a 50 lakh loan for 20 years at SBI. It went up to 38,915 after RBI raised its interest rate in May, and if the same pattern follows, the EMI could go up to 40,433 rupees. The total interest you had to pay on this loan was 40,53,163 in May, and it could now go up to over 47 lakh. So getting a loan could get 16% more expensive compared to the amount in May, and this will hurt the common people who are already struggling with rising food and fuel prices.
मिक्सी तक फाइनेंस हो रही है, मोबाइल तक फाइनेंस हो रहा है, और जब फाइनेंस का रेट रेपो रेट बढ़ेगा तो इन सारी चीज़ों के फाइनेंसिंग पे असर पड़ेगा, और ये आदमी की एक तरह से इनडायरेक्ट वे में कमर तोड़ने की बात हो रही है।
उससे दिक्कत तो आएगी भाई, हर आदमी लोन लेता है, उसके बगैर काम नहीं चलेगा। वैसे ही कोरोना से आदमी परेशान है।
हर कोई इंसान यही चाहता है कि वो एक व्यवसाय डाले, एक छोटा सा, पर इस रेपो रेट के बढ़ने से क्या होगा कि वो ले नहीं पाएगा अच्छे से, या फिर वो संकोच करेगा लेने में, और उससे वो आत्मनिर्भर तो मुश्किल ही बन पाएगा।
And the trouble for the common man does not end here. The hole in your pocket could get deeper as inflation is expected to remain above RBI's tolerance level.
Inflation is now projected at 6.7% in 2022-23, that is the current year, with Q1 at 7.5%, Q2 at 7.4%, Q3 at 6.2%, and Q4 at 5.8%, with risks evenly balanced.
Markets reacted to the sharp rate hike by trading in the red. Sensex lost 214 points to end at 54,892, while Nifty went down by 60 points to settle at 16,356. Till May, more than 40 central banks across the globe raised interest rates or scaled back liquidity. While rate hikes are a common tool for central banks to control inflation, they hurt the demand in the economy, causing fears of an economic slump. Despite a steep price rise and interest rate hikes, the Reserve Bank is positive about India's economic growth, retaining its GDP forecast for the current year at 7.2%. But inflation, coupled with fears of a slow economic growth, is leading to stagflation risks across countries. But for now, the Reserve Bank of India has clearly prioritized targeting inflation, which is at an 8-year high. Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.